buddy, Scoutcrafter here with some of my pigeons. I feed them. Okay, so we like gimmick tools, right? What if I told you I have a gimmick tool that's guaranteed for life and made by Channellock? You'd be surprised, right? So let's go downstairs and check this one out. Okay, today's unusual tool is this Channellock number 906 adjustable socket. Now, you know I'm not a fan of clamshell packaging, but I actually don't mind this one because the way it's set up, it makes a really nice store display. And you just, once you pull these staples out, this pops right across and you can get to the product. Now, you can see it shows you the sizes that this particular tool fits. It's nothing more. Looks like almost like a drill chuck, but it's an adjustable socket. And here you can see the back. It shows you that you can use it on any 3/8 inch drive. You can use it, I don't see too many 3/8 inch drive nut driver type, but you can do that. And it shows you here how that works. So I have another one here, and let's get to it. Let's review it. At first glance, you could see that the what the tool is, and you can see the writing on there. It says Channellock number 906, and then it says USA Pat pending. Okay, it's made in the USA, so that's so far so good. And how this works, basically, it's a 3/8 inch drive ratchet accessory that when you turn on, just like a drill chuck, it'll close down on whatever nut you use. Now, I'll tell you right off the beginning, it's a very well-made, high-quality piece, as a lot of Channellock material was. This is made in the USA. No sharp edges like they seem to be kicking out today in their tools. The one thing nice about this is that, again, it fits so many different sockets or fastener types. The bad thing about it is the overall diameter. You know, a lot of times if you're going to, you know, unless that nut is in a wide open area, you're going to have a little bit of a issue with clearance. So let's try it out and see how it works. Now, I locked it up onto a bolt here so you can see how the flats of the jaws grab any kind of fastener you might have on there. So that's how it would grip the fastener. To loosen it, again, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So we'll go to the left, take out that nut, and then I'll open it all the way, and you can see what kind of capacity I have completely open. Now, what I keep this on and use it on, I bought this years ago. Again, everything you're seeing here is about 10 years old, what I purchased. This was a T-handle spinner wrench that's on a bearing, and that's pretty cool. This is an interesting thing, and I got this, it's here, Motion Pro was the company that made it. I think I got this on Amazon, like I said, about 10 years ago. And this is what I keep the socket on. And it just, it's a good fit for it. It's a good match. And here's some bolts that if you wanted to use it on, and I'll show you how I'd use it. So now, if I want to go for the largest bolt here, I have this all the way open. I would put this over here like that. And then what I would do is I would hold here and spin it to the right, and that will tighten it up around the bolt. Once it stops, that is tight on the bolt, and you can see it gives a good grip. But it does give, there's no slip, no slop. The problem is taking it off and putting it on, because it is such a tight fit, you know, it's a little bit more, you have to be more careful to do it and take a little bit more time aligning it. If I wanted to go to the next size down, over here, again, I would put it over, spin it to the right, and eventually those three jaws will line up with the nut. And again, I have a good purchase. Where this will come in handy, I don't know. It has a very thick and wide footprint, so it makes it a little difficult to get in those areas. However, if you did have some nuts and bolts, you didn't know what size they were, and you wanted to bring one socket out that could possibly fit them, this might do the job. This adjustable socket will cut down to close down to a very tight and small nut. You can see there. So it does have quite a bit of a capacity to it. But again, the size of it, I think, would be its only drawback. Achilles tendon on this one. And here are some of the sizes that it says. And it says it will go a 5/16 all the way up to, over here, I guess it's a 5/8 nut. So, and metric, it'll go from 8mm to 16mm. So this is, again, one of the few gimmick tools we see from another high quality company. Replaces 40 tools. I always get a kick out of that. 20 nut drivers and 20 sockets. As far as the depth, remember what we were talking about with nut drivers, it has a hollow opening, but the problem is that when your 3/8 drive extension or ratchet is in there, you're only going to have a maybe an inch, maybe the bolt can stick out an inch and you still use it, but anything longer than that, a nut driver will come in handy. So I don't know, I always like to throw this out there. Tell me what you think. This is, I do enjoy the packaging. I think it is a, I like the colors. I like the way they package this. You could try it in the store, which I always like when you can mess with it and see how you'd like it. So we have the Channellock number 906 adjustable socket. I don't even know if they still make it anymore. It's pretty old. And I put on this T-handle. So do you think it's a gimmick or you think it's something that you could use? Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye.